100 plays. Over 2,000 years ago, Chinese farmers had a problem. Even though they were very industrious, the weather became too cold outside to plant their staple food, rice. So what did they do? Since they had so much free time during the long cold winters, the inventive farmers started performing tricks to entertain themselves. They used their farm tools and anything they could find to make their tricks more spectacular. They even twisted their bodies into crazy shapes and performed awesome jumps. Over time, they became great acrobats, and their art form came to be known as 100 plays. 100 plays involves doing many kinds of tricks. For example, in Mandarin-speaking parts of China, performers do the lion dance. They wear costumes and mimic the animal's movements. Early performers also did tricks on ropes and vines that were high above the ground. Even though the acrobats' fluid movements may have looked easy, they took a lot of work. Learning 100 plays is a communal event. A veteran of the acrobatic arts usually teaches younger people in the village. They spend a lot of time rehearsing. The young performers also learn an old philosophy. The teachings help them harmonize the sensory aspects of acrobatics with mental aspects. In other words, it teaches them to use their physical and mental strength together. Since the art has its origins with poor farmers, rich people used to scorn acrobats. They thought acrobats were villains. The rich people thought the acrobats just wanted to trick them. But later, their misguided opinions changed. Acrobats came to be respected in Chinese society. They were invited to perform in metropolitan areas as well as in small villages. They performed for important people, including judicial officers. Arts advocacy groups convinced the government to support Chinese acrobatics. As a result, there is now a statute that made several villages the center of training future acrobats.
Acrobat.
There were acrobats at the circus that did impressive and complicated jumps.
Communal.
On the weekends, Theo and his son pick up trash in the communal park.
Fluid.
Boris was a famous ballet dancer, because people admired his fluid movements.
Harmonize.
The new building does not harmonize with its surroundings.
Inventive.
She has a highly inventive mind.
Judicial.
The Supreme Court ordered a judicial inquiry into the deaths.
Mandarin.
Although John's parents both spoke Mandarin, he could only speak English.
Metropolitan.
I am living in a metropolitan district.
Mimic.
He mimicked her southern accent.
Misguided.
The new proposals are, in our opinion, totally misguided.
Rehearse.
The actors rehearse once again before the play starts.
Scorn.
His sister had always scorned him.
Statute.
The new statute made it illegal to walk dogs in the park.
Veteran.
Hank was the team veteran and had played in more games than anyone else.
Villain.
The villain escaped with half of my family's valuables.
Vine.
The branches of the trees were covered with vines.
Staple.
Hamburgers, steaks and hot dogs are staple foods to cook on a grill.
Industrious.